Cleveland, Jason Smith, and a 2021 second-round pick from Washington. Cavs got Dellavedova,
back.
GOAT. And John Henson with a 2021 first and second-round pick from Milwaukee. The Wizards got Sam Decker, from Cleveland, and swapped second-round picks with Cleveland. The Cavs sent the Wizards' 2021 pick back to Washington for the Wizards' 2022 selection. That was a mouthful.
They're kind of picky with the picks. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow. Guys,
I had
it's
to put
pun
them in.
central with John over here. All right. Who won this trade? Okay, if we're gonna
None of these teams are a winner.
If we're going to be honest here, it's just like you're all sitting at a table and you all have cards and you're like, hey, you want to trade? And they're like, okay, what cards do you have? And it's just like everyone gives each other just crap cards. But it's like, this is just horribly done. If I had to pick, okay, you have to pick a winner. Who do you pick? Then I'll weigh in on mine.
Okay, I got to think about this for a second.
Would you like me to go?
Yes, go first.
My winner is the Cavs.
Because they got Matthew back.
I think Dellavedova was the best player of anyone traded here. I think that Dellavedova's always just had a special bond in Cleveland. He's done really well for them in the past. I mean, his first game back, he launched himself like third row into the stands. He's a good player. I like John Henson too. I've liked him since his days at UNC. He's a quality center. I don't think he's that prototype center nowadays where you'll have a guy that can really do something special with the basketball. He's no shooter by any means, but I like what he can do. I think he's an inside presence. He's a good defender. So I think the Cavs won it. And of course, it's always nice to get a couple draft picks too. They got, 2?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's not bad. Especially because, okay, I don't want to bash on the other teams, but I'm going to for a second here. George Hill, washed up. Jason Smith, who's ever heard of him other than when you're picking like the 13th round in a 2K draft? He's just trash. Sam Decker was great at Wisconsin. Didn't do anything in Houston. Didn't do anything in Cleveland. Didn't do anything anywhere.
The only thing I remember Sam Decker doing is bouncing that ball on his head when he was playing in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I can't remember that.
That was on Shaq to the Fool.
I mean, he had a dunk in his first game with the Wizards.
Really?
But it was wide open and in transition and set up by John Wall, so... Wow. I mean, and they got a couple of draft picks, but if we're going to talk about a winner, it's obviously got to be Dellavedova in my mind.
I think that, yes, I agree with you how Matthew Dellavedova has done pretty well.
Just popped in my mind real quick. I think Lil Wayne describes his trade the best in his song Uproar. He says, it's a shit show, and I don't know what for. And that's pretty accurate, because this really is just a shit show, and I'm not really sure what it was for, but,
Well, the Cavs...
Go Cavs, so...
The Cavs needed defense. They got rid of George Hill.
Thank God.
Well, let's see. Do you think Matthew Dellavedova can make a free throw before George Hill can? I don't think so. George Hill can make free throws.
Okay, but Dellavedova can play defense.
Yeah, which is pretty important. Yeah, I mean, really nobody's... It's, you know how they say, zero and a hero?
Oh, yeah.
They're all zeros here. No heroes.
Yeah, you're 100% right. It's just nothing special.
Yeah, I don't know. This was...
You know what was special, though? Kelly Oubre? Kelly Oubre, Austin Rivers going to the Suns in exchange for Trevor Ariza going back to the Wizards.
I was surprised.
Wizards off to a horrible start. They're, I think, 12-20 now. I kind of like Kelly Oubre.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I get Austin Rivers. Austin Rivers doesn't do shit for anybody.
Trash!
Did you see that Instagram beef that him and Big Baby had?
No, I did not. You know what's really sad, though?
What?
When you're on your dad's team and your dad doesn't even want you, so he trades you. That's really depressing. I'm sorry, Austin, but that's just rough, dude.
We'd love to have you on the pod. We'll give you minutes.
Yeah.
More than your dad.
Hey, you were really good at Duke. If you're listening, shout out to you and the Blue Devils. That game winner over UNC, that's a moment in history. I like Kelly Oubre. I think he's a talented young player. I think he'll develop more, and I like him with that core group on the Suns: Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, Kelly Oubre. I think they could really do something. Obviously, they'll get another great draft pick this year.
Yeah,
with their stellar record. But I don't know. Trevor Ariza he did horribly in the playoffs when they needed him last year. He is the 3-and-D guy,
on the
Rockets, buddy.
Yeah.
No, but he's nothing too great. I think that if you're once again picking a winner, I think the Suns won that one.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, hold on. No, I thought you said the Wizards. My bad. I think the Wizards won. Trevor Ariza was good for them when he was on that team before. If you remember a few years ago, Trevor Ariza played for the Wizards.
Yeah.
And he was, like, back then, that he was definitely, like, 3-and-D wasn't as much of a necessity as it is today.
Yeah.
But he was definitely, like, he was the player of the future. Too bad he's old now. But he can still knock it down. He still runs it back. I mean, who do you think he guards when they play the Lakers? LeBron James.
Okay.
Who do you think he guards when they play the Warriors?
Kevin Durant.
Yes. Gold star.
I know, I'm insane. But, like, I don't know. It's like, I still think that the Suns won that trade. I like Oubre. Let's be real here. It's really just Oubre for Trevor Ariza. No shade to Austin Rivers, but you're clearly...
You're not going to play, buddy.
Yeah, no.
You're going to play in the Suns' garbage time.
Yeah, that's really depressing. That's really sad. Poor guy. I'm sorry, Austin. You really... you had so much potential, dude.
Just don't show up here at the studio.
Yeah. All right.
Is it time for Adam starters?
Is it?
I think it is.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for.
A month overdue.
Yes. Okay. So, how should I start this? What would you like me to... Should I just go point guard, shooting guard, small forward?
Let's give a breakdown of what the league is looking like right now with the season leaders. And, like, let's see the demographics here.
Go ahead. You can give the breakdown, and I'll talk about who I'm feeling, who I'm vibing with.
Okay. For those of you guys who don't know what Adam Starters is, it's a segment where...
Get your head out of your ass and really pay attention, because this is lit.
Yes, testimonial by Adam. So this segment is where once every month, we look at the previous month's stats in the NBA, like points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, like defense in general, how they're shooting, how they're playing, overall how good they are for their team, their improvement. And it's just a great look back at how everything went. I'll ask Adam to pick one player from each of the 5 positions in basketball, who he thinks is the best player in that month for that position. And I'm excited to see. November was a pretty interesting month, and soon December will also be something on our next agenda. But anyway, so I'll give the rundown. So points per game, we're looking at around 32 points for James Harden with just under 29 points for Kevin Durant in second place. Rebounds, Andre Drummond, that's pretty usual, a normal sight, 15.5 rebounds per game, which is insane. Assists per game, Russell Westbrook still going for that average triple-double, 10.4 assists. Kyle Lowry, though, had 10. That's kind of nice. Blocks per game, 3 blocks per game for Miles Turner. He's really been on the come-up lately. Russell Westbrook also playing some defense, almost 3 steals per game. Rudy Gobert shooting 2/3, 66% from the field. Yeah. Is that a good rundown? That's pretty detailed. Oh, wait a minute. James Harden has more 3-pointers made than Stephen Curry, which is obviously makes sense because all he does is travels to the 3-point line. Did you get your boarding pass yet, or like you just kind of?
Okay, but I mean, even then, like
that's insane.
We'll get to James Harden in a minute. Yeah. But all right, so I think I'm gonna run it down like this. I'll give you my my starters per position, and then before I round it out, I'm going to give a couple honorable mentions, and then one specific MVP, and then I'll give an LVP, which for those of you who don't know, is a least valuable player, which is basically a person that I just don't like.
You weren't vibing with this month.
I was not vibing with this month. Correct. All right.
Last month.
True.
Let's do this.
All right. What am I starting with?
Point guard.
Oof. Point guard. I have to say it. There's only one choice for me at point guard right now. It's Russell Westbrook. This guy is just on a tear. I mean, he was out for the first couple for the first couple games. The Thunder started 0-5, and then he comes back. He's leading the league in assists. He's leading the league in steals. He's scoring the ball well. He's rebounding the ball well. I mean, he's just an all around player, and he's led his team. I think they're 15. No, they're 20-5 in the last 15, if my stats are correct. But like, he's just a different kind of player. And I'm really loving seeing what he's doing. he's what? I think he's on pace for another triple-double year. What?
Yeah.
20 points, 10 boards, 10 assists a game. And he tore it up in November. So yeah. Russell Westbrook is my point guard for Adam starters. Shout out to Paul George on the Thunder too. He's been doing well,
like
but
30-point games.
But I still give it to Westbrook. All right.
Damn.
2 guard. John's not gonna like this one.
Oh no.
I'm going to Harden.
Why?
Okay. Why?
He started off so bad.
He didn't play.
What?
He didn't play. He did not play at the beginning of the year. We saw Chris Paul do everything he could to help the Rockets to their 6-5 start or something. And okay, I will say this: the Rockets are not doing anything spectacular this year like they were last year. But James Harden had an incredible month of November. I think he had 2 or 3 50-point triple doubles, and he's played less games than almost anyone. Not almost anyone, but all of the top stars. This is a man who leads the league in points per game by a solid 3 points a game. He's tied with LeBron James for second in total points, and he's played, I think, he's got to have played 4 or 5 less games than LeBron. He's just on another level. So, I'm okay. Most people dock Harden for defense. He's 3rd in the league in steals. He leads the league in 3-pointers made. Scoring, he's doing well. I don't know. And he's 5th in the league in assists. I think James Harden deserves credit for what he's doing, and that's why he has made Adam starters at the 2 guard.
I see. Okay.
Thoughts? Do you have someone that you would replace him with? Actually, let's backtrack to point guard since we kind of skipped over that. Who would you pick as your point guard? No, okay. But for point guard, who would you pick for John's starters?
I never had this honor before.
We'll get your feedback.
Okay. I gotta look at the stats for this one.
Would you agree with Westbrook or no?
Yeah. In terms of Thunder players, I would pick Paul George over him.
Okay, but Paul George is not a point guard.
Yes, that is true. Yeah. Okay, now that I'm looking at the stats and they're all up in front of me, yes, Russell Westbrook, I guess.
He's your point guard?
Yeah, I mean, he is averaging a triple-double. He's doing the minimum possible, basically, to get that triple-double. But I don't think that's on his mind anymore. He already got it.
And he had 30, 10, and 10 when he went for it and won MVP.
That's true.
All right, guys. So I'm not just John. This is just I don't even know what's going on with him. So we're just gonna skip his opinion on Harden because I'm correct anyway.
Look, no. I'll tell you why. The Rockets make it a point to play as if that all they're trying to do is make the most threes. I understand that threes are more than twos.
Three seems to be the way to play right now. So
yeah, but they're taking it to another level. We talked about the Warriors, the Splash Brothers, Kevin Durant knocked from deep, but the Rockets, do they even know that there exists a 2-point shot?
Yeah. Okay.
And they definitely know what a 1-point shot is because Harden, that's all he does. He shoots threes and then gets fouled. He doesn't actually get fouled, but the refs. Did you see how many times he went to the line? I think he went to the line more times than the Lakers did at some point. Yeah. He had 28 free throws when they played the Lakers.
He's crazy.
That's insane. No,
definitely crazy.
At some point, it's not even a foul. No.
Yeah.
Do you remember behind the back defense? Is this how we're going to play now? Behind the back defense?
Yeah.
Hands behind your back. How are you supposed to play the second half of basketball? Half of basketball is offense, half of it's defense, logistically speaking.
Yeah. How are you supposed to play?
How are you supposed to play half this game with your hand behind your goddamn back?
Yeah. I don't know. I understand what you're saying, but I still say that Harden...
I know the refs are all about protecting the players. The NBA is about protecting the players.
But think about what this segment is. It's who had the best month of November? James Harden. No other 2 guard had a better month than James Harden.
Okay. Sorry for my rant about the Rockets. But holy shit, Mike D'Antoni. The fuck?
Alright. 3. My small forward of the month. This is tough. This is really tough for me because I am really tempted to pick one man. It's my favorite player, and I love Kevin Durant. He's number 2 in the league in scoring. He's doing his thing with the Warriors. We saw Curry go down. He really stepped up.